You're listening to the Garden City Community Chat Show with your hosts Carrie, Tom, and Mike. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Well, hello, Garden City and all our surrounding neighbors. We want to give a shout out to Westland, Canton, Dearborn Heights, Dearborn, Livonia, Inkster, just to name a few. Welcome to episode number 704 of the Garden City Community Chat Show. And we are bringing you another one of our popular Northern Michigan exposure shows. We have so many of our listeners that travel to the great north of Michigan, and we like to highlight some stops along the way. It is Thursday, April 24th, 2025. We're so happy you could be with us tonight. We hope you're all safe and doing well. I am your host, Carrie, and also not joining me tonight so far is Mike, and Tom is off tonight. So he did do a recording for the weather for us, so he'll be coming up shortly. So stick around for that. Tonight, we're happy to showcase another northern business and a stop for you among your travels to northern Michigan. It hasn't opened yet, and we are lucky to get a sneak peek tonight. The Irish Brewing Company is set to open in early May, and we'll have the owner, Jim Perialis, here to tell us all about it, and he'll be up shortly right after the weather. And then Mike will I'll close out the show unless Mike's here. Close out the show with some community events and announcements for you that are happening around the area, so have your calendars ready for that. I also want to mention real quick, if you're watching us live on Facebook or YouTube, go ahead and post your questions and comments in the comments section. You can find us right now live on Facebook at facebook.com/GCChat, and over on our YouTube channel, just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. You can also email your questions to us at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, and we will do our best to get those answered for you. Remember, we're here to promote not only our community, but yours as well. And speaking of community, if your community, organization, or business has any events, announcements, or cancellations that you'd like to get out to our listeners, all you have to do is send the details to us in an email at gccommunitychat@gmail.com or message us on Facebook, and we'll be more than happy to pass that information along for you. Remember, you're always welcome to come on the show and promote your community, your business, organization, anytime, no matter what community you live in. We also encourage any local business to check out and join the Garden City Business Alliance. See what great things they can do for you. Head on over to their website at gardencitybusinessalliance.org. Okay, we're going to get Tom in here now with the latest check of the weather, and it was a warm one today, so stand by for Tom, and we will get him up here right now. Okay, let's do a check on weather with Doppler Tom. Let's see what he has in store for the rest of this week and the weekend coming up. Tom, take it away.
A warm Thursday with temperatures in the 80s all across the region with lots of sunshine. The good news is that this evening's activities will continue to remain dry, with temperatures sliding into the 60s during the evening and into the upper 50s overnight tonight. Unfortunately, our next round of showers and storms becomes back into the picture as we go into Friday afternoon and evening ahead of our new system. We will be seeing temperatures getting into the mid-70s ahead of that front, but as we get into the evening hours, that's going to be our greatest chances for more showers and storms to move through with localized heavier downpours before ending during the overnight hours. The good news is that over the weekend, we will be dry, but we will be cooler. Our temperatures over the weekend will be ranging in the 50s and 60s. Upper 50s as we go into Saturday, and as we go into Sunday, some lower 60s back into the picture. But we will see more sunshine over the weekend as well. It's just going to be a little bit on the cooler side. That trend for drier weather will continue as we go into the new work week. So as we go into Monday, we will be seeing temperatures getting into the low to mid 70s on Monday with another dry day as well. Unfortunately, we will see a new system beginning to move in as we go into Tuesday and into Wednesday. We will be seeing more showers and storms developing during the peak heating of the day. Some of these will be potentially strong as we go into this time frame. And there could be, again, more heavier downpours during the afternoon and evening hours of Tuesday. before we start to see that system beginning to move out on Wednesday, and we will start to dry things back out and cool things back down now as well. So as we go into Wednesday, temperatures won't get out of the lower 60s, so much cooler as we go into Wednesday, as opposed to Tuesday, which will have temperatures getting near 80 ahead of the rain and storms. As we end next work week and even starting the month of May, we will be seeing temperatures remaining on the relatively cooler side. We will be seeing temperatures getting into the low to mid 60s on Thursday. And overall, as we get toward the end of next week on Friday, May 2nd, we will be seeing overall temperatures remaining on the cooler side. Again, very similar temperatures on Thursday, with temperatures in the low to mid 60s for daytime highs to end the work week. So overall, a little bit of an active pattern here and there. There's going to be 2 rounds of showers and storms to keep an eye out. The first round, again, just to reiterate, will be tomorrow evening. You'll be able to see rounds of showers and storms with localized heavier downpours moving through. And then as we go into Tuesday afternoon and evening as well, we will be seeing our secondary round, which could be a little bit more stronger. We could be seeing some strong storms and some heavy rain during that portion of the period. Otherwise, we will be staying cool outside of those areas, behind those frontal boundaries. But the good news is that if you are getting a little itch for plants and growing, there is no freezes or any concern for frost at this point. The lowest temperatures I see over the next 7 days will be in the low to mid 40s. So staying outside of any frost or freeze conditions. So enjoy that. But otherwise, expanding outward and talking about some other weather quickly, we're staying fairly active all across the central U.S. and into the plains, with a lot of severe weather daily out there, and another round of that is occurring today. Otherwise, we are just keeping an eye out as that next storm system will be making its way across the country, which will bring us more showers and storms across our area as well. So if you want to keep tuned to all my local weather information, just go to my website, dopplertomsweather.com, and it will keep you updated as we continue to end the month of April and starting the month of May.
All right. Thanks, Tom. Hey, Mike, you made it. How you doing?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Had trouble finding my computer.
Oh.
my wife put it away in the place I wasn't looking.
Darn her.
Yeah, well, we had
Glad
Easter
you found
company and what have you, and you had to have the table cleared off.
All right, let's introduce our guest for tonight. Please welcome first-time guest and owner of the Irish Brewing Company in Roscommon, Michigan, Mr. Jim Perialis. Let's get him in here. Hi, Jim. How you doing? You're muted.
As if I've never used technology before. I'm doing great. How are you guys? I'll just warn you, my northern Michigan internet connection is a little bit spotty. If I freeze up, your platform is really good. It shows me when I freeze up. So
Yeah, that's good.
I'll stop talking and pick up where I left off. But good to see you.
No problem. So we were talking earlier. What made you get into the brewing company in Roscommon?
So it was really not anything that Carrie, my wife, and I were pursuing. It was an opportunity that was presented to us when I actually am a retired teacher, taught here.
Mike's a fellow teacher.
Roscommon schools for 30 years. Mike's a fellow teacher. All right, Mike.
Yeah, I'm retired also. But I
High
only worked
school.
26 years.
Okay. I taught high school social studies,
Mhm.
economics and government, a little bit of U.S. history. But 3 years ago, that came to an end, and I started working for the village part-time, doing some economic development. And we had a tourism study done countywide through the MSU extension. And one of the things that came out of that was the fact, I'm sorry, I think I froze up. But one of the things that came out of that was the fact that we don't have a single brewery in the entirety of the county, and the closest one is 13 miles away. And so we kind of seized upon this brewery black hole, so to speak, and jumped in, found a brewer to help us out, a former colleague of mine, and we wanted to capitalize a little bit on the Irish heritage of Roscommon County and the village of Roscommon, and here we are.
I had no idea that Roscommon, had all that Irish heritage there.
Well, we haven't capitalized it. People don't really know that 4 Michigan counties were named for 4 Irish counties. There are 32 counties in Ireland, and Antrim, Wexford, Clare, and Roscommon were all named for sister counties. Clare, I believe Clare does the best job. They have an Irish festival, so they really capitalize on their Irish heritage. I'm not sure if you're catching my words. It's like I'm freezing up a little bit, but Roscommon has never really capitalized on the Irish heritage.
I'll be darned. Well, now they're going to, for sure.
Absolutely.
So tell us, you're in a unique building there. Tell us a little bit about the building you're in.
So the building was an old bank, originally the Roscommon State Bank, and then as bank consolidations occurred, it had several names. First Chicago, National Bank of Detroit. Some of you might remember National Bank of Detroit.
Oh yeah,
and Chase Bank most recently when it closed, and then the building was unoccupied for about a decade. And so the current building owners were looking at a concept where we could put several businesses under one roof. And there's a BC Pizza here, a Coney Island, an ice cream shop, a little arcade for the kids, and soon to be brewery.
Yeah, that's awesome. So let's talk about the brews now. How many brews do you think you're going to have to open with?
Well, when we open, because we're really pressed on time and wanting to get open for the spring and up against some different contractor timelines and inspections and so forth, we're going to have 3 to probably 5 to start. And then, of course, we'll keep adding to that as we can keep our brew tanks going as fast as possible. So, we aim to eventually have 8, 9 brews, some hard ciders, hard seltzers as well. And eventually we will make use of our winemaking permit as well. We don't have any wine to start, but we'll have some hopefully by midsummer.
Awesome. So you're going to have some IPAs then, or?
Yeah, we'll have some IPAs, of course. Can't really have a brewery without a couple versions of an IPA. We'll have a hazy IPA and a double IPA with a little bit of honey kick behind it.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. So I know you're going to show us the vats. How many vats do you have there?
We have 3 5-barrel fermenters. So for those of in your audience, the 5 barrels is 10 half barrels, which you normally would call a keg of beer. So every 2 weeks would be a beer brewing cycle. So every 2 weeks we can put out about 30 kegs of beer.
Oh, wow, nice. So how many glasses is that roughly per vat, you know?
So a barrel is 240. So over maybe 1,200 per vat times 3. So
that's
35, 36. Yeah, 3,600 beers every 2 weeks.
Now, are you going to have any domestic beer too, or no?
So we're in a situation where we don't have a comprehensive liquor license. All we have is a microbrewer's license with the winemaking add-on. So the only thing we can sell is what we make in-house. So will we have a version of a Bud Light for those light beer drinkers? Yes, we will. It'll be ours. It'll be our recipe. We'll have a wheat beer, very similar to like an Oberon or a Blue Moon. And then from there, an Irish stout is something that is really important to me. Porters, just about anything that the hopheads would come to a brewery and come see. We may not have all of those when we open, but eventually we will.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I know how it is when you first open. You're limited, and everything is. How are you set for help? You all set for help?
Well, we hope so.
Yeah.
We've actually in the last 10 days have conducted some interviews, and we have. I think we've assembled quite a team.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got somebody. Let's see. Derek Parton. He's my son. He's in there. He can't wait to get up and visit you. He says he loves a good oatmeal stout and nitro stout.
Okay, we're going to at least have that nitro stout as soon as we can. I'm a big fan of Guinness the proper way. And so we've spent a little time making sure that we can serve our dry Irish stout very similar to what you would find if you're a fan of Guinness.
Yeah.
And then the oatmeal stout, that's on our radar as well. Probably, by midsummer, we should put one of those out. So,
yeah, he also says you're probably capitalized on the Shamrock drop.
Yes, yeah. I'm glad he's heard of the Shamrock drop. That's a new event here in town, and it's become very popular very quickly.
Yeah.
And that Shamrock drops at midnight, New Year's, just probably within 10 feet of our building. So,
cool. Mrs. Chat, she says, wow, we have been coming up to our family home since 1983 and love all the recent new businesses in our little town. It is growing, isn't it?
It is. We're very proud of what's happened. We've experienced a bit of a renaissance in getting the word out to people. We were like a lot of different northern Michigan towns with the boarded up storefronts and people moving away and so forth. And we've really come a long ways, especially since COVID. A lot of cool boutique stores, some candle shops, wine shops. We've got an amazing butcher shop in town here that people love. And so having some food and beer right in the downtown area, I think is going to be a perfect little complement to everything we've got going. We have this Higgins Lake crowd. We have 3 big lakes in the county, brings a lot of tourists up north. And so we kind of want to be the Bel Air, to Torch Lake has Bel Air, we want to be Higgins Lake's Bel Air. Nice little brewery and lots of cool shops to wander and browse.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting for sure, and I think it's going to be successful. I'm really excited.
Thank you. I like that vote of confidence. We hope so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, I understand you're going to be planning some special events and opening day especially, or you're going to have a soft opening.
Actually, yeah, it'll be a soft opening. So the plan is this Sunday we will have a soft open from 2 to 5. Coincidentally, that lines up with a special guest that we've been able to attract to the little village of Roscommon. Former Red Wing Darren McCarty will be here to do a book signing with author Keith Gave. Those of you that remember, the former Free Press sports writer who covered the Red Wings. He retired to Roscommon, and he's been back and forth between Roscommon and Houghton Lake, and we became friends. And he, has this new book out about the grind line. And so he and Darren have been doing some book book signing tours around the state, and I just took a swing for the fence and said, "Hey, how about we get Darren over here for our opening?" And we pulled some strings and were able to make that happen. So we're going to do this 2 to 5, 3 hours only, just the 3 hours on Sunday, and then we'll be closed for 4 days for some more training and decorating of the bar and so forth, and then we'll open good for good on Friday, May 2nd. But we will have a grand opening ribbon cutting ceremony on Saturday, May 10th. So
May the 10th. Okay. Oh boy, exciting. Derek wants to know, how involved were you with the Rocktoberfest? That hit a home run, that festival.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. My colleague Dan Stow, who also is in the economic development department at the village. That was his brainchild. It originally started as a 150th sesquicentennial birthday celebration for the village. And we had some rock and roll bands, and everybody said, "Hey, let's do this again next year." And then the next year they said, "Let's do this again another year." And before you knew it, Rocktoberfest was born, and we're very proud of that as well.
Yeah, I guess it was very successful for sure. Let's see. I'm looking to see if there's any. Dale Etcon asked about Roscommon's social district.
Yeah.
You know, Dale?
Yeah, the social district concept on the heels of
We don't know.
what's that? Yeah, we know Dale.
Okay.
Dale's my carpenter. He's been working on. He just left not that long ago, so left the building. But the social district is a concept after COVID to get people outside, and there are about, I think, 60 communities around the state that allow alcoholic beverages on the public streets. And given they were served in a plastic cup and are in certain areas that you could traverse, but we passed the social district, and we are also going to be debuting that social district on the day that we have our ribbon cutting, May 10th. So we'll be able to serve a beer in a plastic cup, and they can go and sit on the public picnic tables and benches, and they can go through the shops, and yeah, it's going to be a cool thing.
Yeah, nice little stroll for sure.
Yes.
Derek says, perfect, Jim. I'll be up the first week of June with some friends, so hopefully that nitro will be on tap.
Yeah, absolutely. Have him introduce himself when he gets here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can't wait.
Yeah.
So any other events that you have planned? I think you're doing trivia too. Going to be doing trivia?
Yeah, another cool thing that we've got going on, and I don't know if you know much about our 4 to 5 county area of northern Michigan, but we are one of the exclusive homes to the Kirtland warbler. The Kirtland warbler was an endangered bird. It's still on the teeter-totter list a little bit, but they live in the Bahamas, and they live here, one small area of northern Michigan. And so we have a Kirtland Warbler Fest, and we are building Michigan's largest Kirtland Warbler statue to be unveiled at the Warbler Fest. We have to raise $35,000. So we have several fundraisers that we're doing, and one of them will be Friday, May 9th. We're calling it Birds and Brews, and it's a bird trivia night, and it's co-hosted by the Michigan Audubon Society. And,
very cool.
Yeah,
so brush up on your birds.
Absolutely, your bird trivia, yeah, and absolutely, we plan to do other trivia, general trivia nights throughout the year as well.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. So, do you plan to distribute your beer locally in the area?
So that's something that we've been kicking around. However, if you look at the numbers of beers that are microbrews, and
Yeah.
Michigan is I think I locked up a little bit, but Michigan is a hell of a state for breweries, and we really don't plan to try and compete with all those wonderful, beer makers and beer brands. You never say never, but at this point, we don't plan to do any distribution outside of selling growlers, that sort of thing. So,
More so keep it in-house then.
yes.
Right, good idea. How's the community responded so far?
Overwhelmingly positive. Carrie and I we felt so much support, not just in social media, but I can't go down the street anymore without somebody saying, "Hey, we're looking forward to the brewery."
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
You
it's
could have them lined up.
yeah, it's exciting. One thing that maybe I'm a little bit over optimistic, but this is optimistic in a bad way. The last thing a brewery needs to do is run out of beer, and
Right.
I'm hoping that we have a good response from the community, but I also don't want to be overwhelmed to the point where we can't serve everybody that wants to have a beer. So,
Yeah, that's true. That would be a nightmare to run out of beer for sure. So, just briefly, real quick, before you give us a little tour, what's the process in brewing? How long does it take? What's involved?
but one of the things with our small space, and again, we're actually about 1/4 of this building, which people are amazed when they walk in here. Because of that limited space, we obviously, as I mentioned earlier, we couldn't do a kitchen, but generally at the beginning, you're choosing and you're preparing the grains, and the grains have to be malted, which is that roasting process to get them to germinate, and from that point you cook it all. I'm going to try and use some layman terms. You cook it all. You add some hops and so forth, barley, wheat, other ingredients. And then what's created is almost like a beer tea. We call it the wort. And then the wort goes into the fermenters, and you add yeast. This is basic beer 101. Some sort of grain, yeast, water, and hops. Those four main ingredients. And the fermentation process, the yeast eats the sugars, so to speak, and it turns it into alcohol. And so beginning to end, we're looking at a little over 2 weeks. And it depends on the beer and the ABV and what you're aiming for, but those brewing times will differ.
So you had to start brewing way before you started working on the brewery, right?
Well, my brewer, Eric, he and I, he's the home brewer. He has all the knowledge, and I've helped him, so I know the process in general. But now this building has been in construction for longer than we have been brewing, as far as what's currently in the vats or in the fermenters. What's in there now, we hope to pull off and keg maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday, and have it ready for Sunday. I'm not going to do it now, but we pulled a little bit of taste, a few sips off of the vats this afternoon for some taste testing and making sure the carbonation and the taste is correct.
Yeah, good. My wife wants to know, are you aware of Dan Fischel?
Yeah, Dan.
He's been keeping us updated. He's like the historian, town historian.
Yeah, he's the town historian, town crier, former journalist. He sits on the village council, and he seems to be everywhere at once.
Yeah, he's all over Facebook all of a sudden too. That's for sure. Let's see. Just wanted to make sure Roscommon. Yeah, Roscommon Town Crier.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And what are your hours going to be? Hours of operation? Do you know yet?
Well, we decided to go with noon to 10 p.m., 7 days a week. We know that we actually did a tour of breweries around northern Michigan several months ago to look at what styles are selling and what are your hours and how much are you charging for what beers. And so
Right. Okay.
12 to 10 is what we're going to settle into for now.
Okay. That's good. That's a long day. That's a good day.
It is a good day. We may roll that back depending on our demand.
Right. All right. Are you ready to give us a little tour?
Sure. So we can start by looking right directly behind me. The brewery pub space sits exactly where the old bank vault was, and so we had to use some very heavy duty jackhammers to get that out. And so what you're looking at is, I don't know if you can see the outline of.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Did I think I lost you? But there's the outline of the old safe. And so we actually, Dale, matter of fact, my carpenter, he did a lot of that trim work that you see. This is our merchandise cabinet,
Beautiful.
our
Wow,
front
that's
entrance with our celebrated red doors,
Yes.
which goes out to the food court area.
Oh yeah.
And through the glass, you can see the food court where the Coney Island
Oh yeah.
is.
Nice.
Yeah. And if
Beautiful.
I can, you can't see a lot of them, but get the right lighting on here. There you go. This is where our mug club mugs. There's one mug on there right now. It's mug number 1.
Oh wow.
Sitting there.
Mug
I don't
Club.
know if I can get my wife. Carrie, can you turn the lights on for the brewery?
Did you say her name is Carrie?
Her name is Carrie. Yes, just like you.
Is it spelled the same?
No, it's spelled Carrie.
Oh, okay. A fellow Carrie. Oh wow.
The brew house. We didn't clean up much. You're looking at the back of a keg washer. That's not normally going to be there. There's a drink ledge here. We got a gorgeous epoxy river.
Wow.
Drink ledge there.
That's nice.
And I'm going to turn around. There is the main street of Roscommon through the garage door and the front patio entrance.
So that garage door, Jim, will be open like during the summer then?
We hope so. Yeah, we hope there are plenty of good days where we can open that garage door. And
Yeah, I know you're proud of your patio too.
Yes, we are. And this is the window into the foyer where BC Pizza is on the other side of that glass.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nice.
And, we had a.
That stained glass is beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see the
Beautiful.
shamrock stained glass.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can see those barrels outside.
Yes.
Got
wow.
a little bit
out there on those. That's awesome.
Patio out front there. There's the flags flying at the village hall across the street.
Wow. You got patio furniture coming too, you said, eh?
Yep, we got some patio furniture, custom-made patio furniture, but won't arrive till next week.
Okay, beautiful. Wow.
There's again, we're in construction, so it's.
Oh yeah, I understand.
You're looking at on the other side of the bank vault wall.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the over
Oh, yeah. That's where you were. Whoop. Come back. Come back. Oh, we lost him. We lost you, Jim. Move around a little. There you go. There,
Yeah,
there you
there we
go.
go. There we go. Had to walk. Yeah, I had to walk over by where the signal is from.
Yeah.
But let's spin around. There's the bar over there.
Okay.
But again, it's pretty messy. We haven't even moved our furniture and tables in. That'll happen probably tomorrow.
That's fine. Yeah. That gives us an idea of what to look forward to for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
So yeah, there's still some surprises that anybody that comes down will see. Some really cool stuff.
And you're going to sell T-shirts and stuff like that too.
Yes, we have a full merchandise cabinet behind me, but hoodies, T-shirts, stickers, anything that you might see as a souvenir,
Yeah.
at a brewery, we'll have.
Save me a 2X.
2X, got it.
All right. Look, hey, I'm going to let you go. I know you're probably really tired. I really appreciate you taking the time to come on, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck. There you go, Irish kilt. I like it. I love it.
There you go.
I love it. Oh, what's the capacity again? Is it, you said 49 inside and 49 on the patio?
Yeah, exactly. 49 inside, 49 on the patio. So,
Okay.
And we're looking at for special occasions the drive-through of the former bank.
Yeah.
Which is the property of the bank. Maybe closing that off and making a beer garden, but we'll see.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, everybody can visit. There's the address, 701 Lake Street in Roscommon, Michigan. So make sure you check it out. It's going to be a fun time for sure. I can't wait to visit you, Jim.
Make sure you shoot me a message, Kerry, and we'll give you the King's treatment.
I appreciate it. Hey, you take care. Say hello to Carrie. I know she's working hard too. And best of luck once again, okay?
Great, thanks, and thank you for giving us the time with your show. I'm new to it, but it celebrates Northern Michigan, so I'll be a fan.
Awesome. Yeah, keep watching and come on anytime you want, all right?
Great, thanks.
All right, take care. Night.
Good night.
All right, very interesting. Be sure to visit the Irish Kilt Brewing Company, 701 Lake Street, Roscommon, Michigan. Phone number 989-915-1534. You can email Jim at Perialis, PERIALASJ @gmail.com. He'd love to hear from you. And let us know what you think, okay? Yeah, he's going to have a mug club. He's going to have hard cider, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you check it out for sure. Pretty nice, huh, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Little town of Roscommon. Exciting. I love it. Putting them on the map. All right, moving on. The next city council meeting is Monday, May 5th at 7 p.m. in the council chambers located at 6000 Middle Belt Road. These meetings are a good way for you to get involved and voice any concerns you may have as well. And the last budget meeting will be held April 28th at 6 p.m., held at the police station, so you can check that out. And we're going to get Mike in here for some community events if he's ready. You ready, Mike?
I am ready.
All right, let's do it. Stand by.
Well, that'll be the day. The day.
Time for some community announcements. Mike in here. Mike.
It's a lie, 'cause that'll hey, when I die. What you got for me, Kerry?
All right, you ready? Here we go.
Yes, sir. Open skating at the Garden City Ice Arena every Tuesday and Thursday from 12 to 1:20. $7 for adults, $6 for children, and $3 for skate rental.
Very good.
Free bingo. Hey,
Oh, what happened? There we go.
free bingo on the second and third Wednesday of each month from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Second Wednesday sponsors the Village of Westland. The third Wednesday sponsors American House in Dearborn Heights, age 50 and older.
Yes, we got some new ones and some older ones in here, as always.
Yes, Straight Farmhouse is open Wednesdays and Saturdays from noon to 3 for tours. Event information, go to www.straightfarmhouse.org. And
They have a plethora of events.
yes, you got it in before I did. Want to donate to our home pantry? Suggested donations are peanut butter and jelly, soups, macaroni and cheese, canned beans, baked potatoes, canned boxed pasta, cereal, juice, mustard and ketchup, toilet paper, canned tuna and chicken, and hygiene products. Contact us. You can reach us by visiting www.gardencitym.org/parks- contact us. Call or email us at 734-793-1850. Parks and Recreation. Garden City Ice Arena ice for sale for hockey practices, open skating, hockey games, birthday parties. Contact them at 734-793-1882. Mr. Dumpster and Services. Mr. Dumpster, mi@gmail.com or mi.dumpstermi.com. Facebook, M Dumpster Michigan. Driveway safe dumpster rental, junk removal, real estate cleanup, construction cleanup, hauling, commercial and residential. As a thank you to our service and men and women, we offer veteran, military, police, and fire discounts.
Nice.
Yeah. Shannon Coffee, the Notary Babe. For your notary needs, call 734-469-8821. For your masonry needs, contact Ace Masonry, 30 years experience, brick, block, and stone. Jay Piner is the owner, 734-469-0633. When the scaffold comes down, the only thing left to stand on is the craftsmanship. Wayne County Veteran Services, every Tuesday and Thursday from 8:30 to 4:30. Located at the Radcliffe Center. Call Wayne County 313-506-0302 to make an appointment. And the American Legion Department of Foreign Affairs is available every Tuesday from 9 to 3. Don't face the U.S. alone. Speak with a Veteran Services officer to see about your veteran benefits.
Yep.
Spring cleaning, don't toss it, donate it. Haven of Love Dog Rescue is hosting a second annual rummage sale. Clean out your closets, garage, and overflowing. Before you throw it away, ask yourself, could this help save a dog's life? Little drop-in information is at, 8845 Middle Belt?
8645.
8645 Middle Belt Road in Westland.
Yep. Every Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 7.
Okay.
And actually, that is going to be next week's guest, Lori Viviano from Haven of Love Dog Rescue is going to be on.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yep.
Earth Day Shoe Drive. Garden City Pop Pod is having a Earth Day Shoe Drive. Make a positive impact with your old sneakers. I have a couple of pairs of those. Drop off at Garden City Middle School in the bus loop from 423 from 6 to 8. Garden City Parks and Recreation is having a new dashboard advertisements. 1 year, $185, 2 years, $235, 3 years, $285. You email or call us at Parks and Recreation at parks@gardencitymi.org. Call 734-793-1886.
Yeah, good way to advertise.
Yep. Carpet cleaner, tile grout cleaning, upholstery cleaning, hardwood floor cleaning, residential and commercial. Call Dennis Diekman at 734-299-6496. Zumba. Shake it at your own pace. Let's go. Classes are on Thursdays from 12 to 12:45, only $7 at the Robert Lee School of Dance. Feel the beat. Community Shred Day. Oh, Saturday, April 26th from 10 to 1 at the Radcliffe Center parking lot. 5 grocery boxes or bags or cardboard bunkers boxes accepted. You must be in line by 12:45. This is running from 10 to 1.
Yeah, they moved it from the police parking to.
Yeah,
Right.
Your indoor golf spot off the tee opens in Garden City, 29-821 Ford Road, Garden City, Michigan, 313-765-9050.
Yeah, I think it's going to be popular.
Youth Dodgeball, ages 12 to 16, $15 per child at the Radcliffe Center, 734-793-1950. This is big Mother's Day craft, cupcake and liner flower banquets. April 30th starts at 1 p.m. It's free. It's located at the Radcliffe Center, ages 50 and older.
Mm-hmm.
Mother's Day geraniums. The Garden City Thrift Shop presents. Volunteers will be handing out free 4-inch potted geraniums to moms and grandmas. You must be at least 50 years old. We will be located on the Maplewood Street side of the building. Friday, May 2nd from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
Yep.
Parents' night out, games, crafts, and pizza, $20 per person, ages 5 through 12. The next event is May 2nd. Kids Safety Day, May 3rd from 2 to 5. Tatum Park on Carlson and Westland. Activities include free safety education, gun safety, bicycle safety, infant safety, 911 safety, child fingerprint kits, family services, mental health, pet and animal safety, CPR, first aid, and dental health.
Wow. All kinds.
Yeah, lots of activities going on.
Public.
Flower sponsorship Mother's Day celebration needed by May 8th. Garden City Senior Center is looking for individuals or groups wanting to donate or sponsor flowers for the 2025 Mother's Day celebration flower raffle. It's going to take place on Monday, May 8th
They just need to be dropped off by May 8th.
Okay. Mother's Day celebration, $25 per person, Friday, May 9th. Starts at 12 p.m. Join us at the Radcliffe Center for a Mother's Day celebration. More information on lunch options will be coming soon. Register at gardencitymi.org/park/senior special achievement classes.
Event classes, yeah.
Event classes, yeah.
Yep.
It's Kids Adult League Kickball starting May 9th, $250 per team, Friday 6:30 to 11:30. Okay, register now online. Questions, call 734-793-1882. Kids Power Karate, introductory karate program, May 12th to June 23rd, Mondays 6 to 6:30 at the Radcliffe Center. Are they going to be open that late on Mondays? I thought they were closing at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I don't know. Well,
$42 for 6-week session, ages 6 to 13, focus, discipline, and
Yeah.
fun. I thought June, July, and August they were closing at 2.
yeah, that's what I thought. So they might want to call first, call ahead.
Yeah. Neighborhood Watch is back second Tuesday of every month, 7 o'clock p.m. Share with your neighbors. Next meeting is May 13th.
Yep.
Lucky Squirrel. Downtown Garden City's Lucky Squirrel. Free admission, arts, crafts, antiques, vendors, and more. There are,
Third Saturday in May, July, and September.
thank you.
Yep.
Inspire Theater presents The Curious Savage by John Patrick from June 13th to June 29th. For more information, go to inspiretheater.com. You can get tickets at Ticket Leap.
Yep.
Wayne Road Cruise, June 14th on Westland.
Yep.
Autos for Autism Car Show, Monday, June 16th from 9 to 4. From 4 to 9 in the Garden City Middle School, Radcliffe, near Ford Road and Wildwood. Bonnie and the Working Girls is the bride and the music. RJ Smoked Meats is providing food.
All kinds of
Motorcycles are welcome. Carrie's going to be a judge again this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to be a tabulator of the judges'
Right.
results so that they can announce the winners.
Yep.
Garden City Business Alliance presents Music in the Park, June 19th, July 17th, and August 21st. It's a free band. Band info is on Facebook, but St. John Smith on June 19th, Magic Bus on July 17th, and Smith Factor on August 21st.
Yep.
Summer Camp. Garden City Parks and Recreation presents a summer camp. June 23rd to August 17th from 9 to 12:30, Monday to Thursdays, ages 6 to 11. Residents are $84 and non-residents are $94.
And there's a different weeks there.
Yeah. Call all first and second graders in fall of 25. Register now for Garden City Youth Athletic Association flag football.
Register now.
Yep. Save the date, Sunday, August 24th is Cruising High, the biggest cruise in Michigan, I believe.
Yeah. Don Nicholson puts that on.
Yeah.
At the classics.
Yeah.
And that's all I got.
Okay, let's see what else we got from the marketplace. You talk about Mean Girls, John Glenn Theater presenting Mean Girls. April 24th or 24th, 25th. Today, 25th and 26th. Doors open at 6:30 at the John Glenn High School auditorium. Street Farmhouse we already talked about. Soup and Salad fundraiser on April 26th at 11 a.m. Oh, by the way, I'm going to be at doing for the Lions white cane sales at on. Come on.
Let us know next week.
Yeah. No, I can't let you know next week. It's this weekend.
Oh, this weekend. Okay.
Yeah. The 25th and 26th.
All right. We'll look for it.
Yeah. Westlands Farm Artesian Market is looking for vendors, contact them at 734-722-7620.
Mm-hmm.
I think we already talked about Bunko game night.
Mm-hmm. I want to give a few shout outs while you're looking.
Okay.
Derek Parton from DSD Sports Chat's in there. Paul Werhan is in there. How you doing, Paul? Good to see you. Mrs. Chad is in there. Ed Wilhite from Hog's Backyard Barbecue is in there. I believe he's going to be catering the Mother's Day event.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Nora Fix. Hi, Nora. How are you? Good to see you. Let's see who else we got. Dale Ecton is in there. That's the carpenter. Michael Bingo. How you doing, Michael? Michael wants me to comment on the street sweeping debacle, but I can't comment on that because they don't do our street. But I heard it's kind of like you said, a debacle. So I'll leave that up to the experts. Michael. Who else we got? We got Jackie O'Brien was in there. Irish person. Nice to see you. And a bunch of others that I could not see their names. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. What else you got, Mike? Anything else?
I got one more.
Okay.
Disney's Newsies, the Broadway musical on May 2nd and May 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
2 p.m. at O'Leary Auditorium.
All right. Sounds good. I think with that said, we're ready to call this a podcast.
Podcast, yes.
That wraps up another Northern Michigan Exposure show, too. So it's always fun to do these, let people know what's up north and where you might want to stop. We want to thank Jim Perialis. He's the owner of the Irish Kilt Brewing Company for joining us. He's in Roscommon, Michigan. We wish him the best of luck on his grand opening in May, and we will be seeing him soon. And I want to put up his address there again, 701 Lake Street in Roscommon. Once again, you can call him at 989-915-1534. His email is perialisj@gmail.com. Let him know that you're going to be coming from here and mention Garden City Community Chat.
Yeah.
You saw him on there. Also, a big thank you to my fantastic co-host, Mike Jones. Great job as always. And Tom, I hope you're not working too hard. He's doing his real job tonight as a weatherman. Remember, this show will be available right after we sign off tonight on Facebook. So we hope that you'll catch it at your convenience, especially if you tuned in late, by going to facebook.com/GCChat. We're also over on our YouTube channel. Just search for the Garden City Community Chat Show. You'll find not only this show, but all of our past shows as well. Just click on the live tab. And please, while you're there, subscribe to the channel. Click that subscribe button. We'd appreciate that as well. And at the end of all our shows, Mike and I like to thank all the healthcare workers, first responders, police and fire, everyone on the front lines who serve and protect us every day. We can't thank you enough. Be safe, and we want you to know that you and your families are in our thoughts and prayers every day. And when you see any of these heroes, please let them know how much you appreciate them. Any final thoughts, Mike?
No, just my annual or my weekly reminder to everybody to get vaccinated. There's no reason for us to have a measles epidemic in this period when we've got a vaccine that works so well.
Now I hear whooping cough or whatever is on the rise.
I've had both of those as a toddler.
Yeah. Remember
fun.
Yeah. Remember, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses. And please don't hesitate, like Mike said, vaccinate. Get that booster, COVID, flu, all your shots, measles. You know, you're not only protecting yourself, but you're protecting others as well. And Mike, if you see something,
say something.
Say something. We need to look out for one another out there. For all your weather information, head on over to DrTomsWeather.com. He's got a great user-friendly website over there full of good weather information. So we hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for listening. If you would like to contact us any of us at the chat here for any reason, once again, email us at gcommunitychat@gmail.com. We'd like to hear from our listeners. Let us know how we're doing, what you'd like to see more of. We will see you right back here live on Facebook and YouTube Thursday, May 1st, with show number 705 at 8 p.m. when we welcome Lori Viviano from Haven of Love Dog Rescue. You may also know Lori from Sports Venue in Garden City. So mark your calendars, and we hope that you'll be able to join us that day. Remember, you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/GCChat, and on our YouTube channel, just search for the Community Chat Show and smash that subscribe button. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your week. Stay safe. Enjoy the warmer weather. Thanks for watching, and see you next week. Good night. Mike,
Night.
take care.
Night.
Night. All right, that's a wrap. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Really appreciate it. Remember, visit the Irish Brewing Company in Roscommon if you're heading up that way. So let them know you heard it on GC Community Chat. All right, we'll see you next week. Have a good night.